Hello everyone, Zellerant here, and for today's video on Umamusume, we're going to be taking a look at the upcoming Umina that is Meisho Doto. I know she's a fan favorite for some obvious reasons related to her, but let's go ahead and see if she's actually going to be someone you may want to pick up when it comes to Champions meetings as well. So first thing we'll take a look at is the stat bonuses here, which she has 20% in stamina and 10% in guts. So she's going to be very easy to build when it comes to dealing with the stamina problems you have on mediums and longs. But this does come with the caveat that now you're going to have problems with speed and power. But it does allow you, by having these bonuses here, the ability to probably put in an additional speed card to kind of make up for the fact that you have no bonuses there. So overall, not too big of an issue. It just kind of shifts what kind of cards you might want to be able to use with her, so it might work better for you depending on what your support card decks look like at this point. We look at the aptitude. She's A in turf and E in dirt. Really nice that she's E in dirt, which gives her the ability to be built around dirt and without too much trouble. So that's really good there. And then you have, she's good at long and medium and naturally, but being an F in mile, it is potential that you could use her on mile, but it's going to be very hard to build around that. So it's kind of, especially if you want to do like a dirt mile, even harder to do, but it will be possible. A lot easier than if they were both G there. Now, she's not really going to be used on shorts being a G there. And then she's A in pace and B in late. So those are going to be the primaries that you're going to probably want to place her. And it makes sense when you go ahead and look at her unique skill here. Now, it is a gambling skill, but it is a very strong skill that has a lot of potential, especially in the upcoming Leo Cup. It's almost like she is one that's going to be widely used there if people pull for her. And that is because this is one where she has both acceleration and speed built into it. And so basically in the corner, late race, if she's in the active passing, so you can see here she's in the phase is greater than or equal to 2, which is basically late race, and in a corner, and she is passing. That's the kind of the biggest thing, is in the act of passing, which you kind of see here, when passing another runner from the mid-pack or further back on a corner race. So she can't be too far forward, which is, it looks like it's 3 or higher. So definitely want to be either a pace, but I would say late would be the safer choice. But she is a B there, so you'll want to make sure that they get that up to A. And as she's in the active passing, she then activates this, which gives her a 0.3 acceleration, which is better than a lot of the inherits, because a lot of the inherits are going to be 0.2, but also alongside that, she also does get an increase to speed. So if you can tie this with like another acceleration skill, she can get really fast, really quickly, and pass a lot. We've already kind of seen this with other current pace chasers that are using like if you use like a Tyke shuttle alongside with like redshift on that one spot where they trigger, they take off really, really quick. She has this one alongside that. If you have those as well, she's going to be going really fast, really quickly, but it is a gambly skill there. She needs to be in active passing. So this is more likely going to happen after another acceleration skill is activated. And she started passing someone, because if she activates hers late and someone else activates earlier, she's not going to be passing them. They're going to be moving forward. So it has a lot of potential, but it is also a gamble skill, which we see a lot with those late surgers and even potentially pace chasers. Innate skill, she comes with medium corners, really good for our current champions meetings. It's nice to always have that built in by default. Prepared to pass, more of a pace chaser skill, but not as useful as some others, but it has some values there. Now, we do have pace strategy and indomitable being a recovery that she has, but this requires her to be passed herself. I don't know about you, but I don't want my Uma being passed. So that's already a bad scenario that you are in if you're activating this. So definitely not a use. There's plenty of other, especially if you're going to use her as a pace chaser, other options. If not, you have Swinging Maestro as like your main one, is like a late surger. But she does come with non-standard distance built in, which is a stamina skill. Since she is so strong on the stamina side, you're only probably really going to need like Swinging Maestro to deal with it, and she should be fine at that point. Has Speed Star built in for Pace Chaser, and then when you look at the skills from events, Tactical Tweak, Prepared to Pass, and Up Tempo. So a lot of her stuff is the medium Pace Chaser type stuff. Now, it's going to really depend on how many people decide to build front runners, though, and how easy this is going to be to activate, because she cannot be in 3rd place or higher. And as a pace chaser, if you only have 1 or 2 front runners, there's a very good shot she might be too far forward to utilize this, or just not even have anyone to pass also. So you just need to take note of that overall. But that's pretty much it on her kit. Overall, not too bad of an Uma. I know a lot of people like her for the fact I think she has the largest chest in the game. So she's kind of got that waifu meta going on with her there. She'll be easy to build overall because of the stamina, especially on the mediums. The biggest trouble I've had so far with the mediums, even with my really, really good support card deck, is getting to those stamina thresholds while still having solid stats elsewhere. But yeah, while you're going to have an easier time with stamina, you're going to struggle on the other ones. And I can say that from just experience. I built my Umamusume Zensky, who has the 15% speed and wit. So I have no problem getting speed and wit up. But then I struggle like on my power, and I really struggle on the stamina. You just got to get over into that 750 range just so she has enough to survive. And then you have someone like Seiyun Sky, who's another front runner, where she has the bonus to stamina but not speed. And now I'm building her. I'm having no problems at all dealing with stamina, but my speed is a big struggle to get, especially when I'm trying to do it with less speed cards, because I'm trying to get all the greens on front runners. Luckily, you don't have that grind with her on trying to get all the greens and other things. The biggest thing you'll just want, especially on the medium races, is that medium S, and you can get away with a lot more lenient when it comes to the skills. As long as you have plenty of skills for the mid-game, you definitely need those skills. For one, to be able to pass coming into the late race that activate her ult, which is going to be basically what pushes you to the front to actually win the race with her. So overall, not too bad. And when you look at what we have coming up, I mean, there's really no must pulls. I mean, there truly is no must pull, but when it comes to like meta, there really isn't that much that is like Summer Ruzinski past this point for quite a while. So just a lot of ones that people may just like. So you have like Agnes Digital, which is going to be like the Ogre cap at this point, very flexible in all races. I mean, none of these ones are meta unless you like them. And really, the next 2 big ones are going to be the Ogre Cap Christmas and Meisho Doto. Meisho Doto being kind of your late surger, like your new Meisho Ryan with an ult that can trigger in 5th and 6th place, although a little bit more conditional. And then, of course, Ogre Cap Christmas, which is that big meta Uma. But none of these are truly must-pulls at that point. So if you're all solid with carrots for the Rico banner, which you absolutely should pull on and be saving for, this one might be one that you could pull, especially if you skip Summer Special Week. Or not Special Week, Summer Maruzinski, and you just got a really, really area and you just got some carrots just chilling that you can use. But other than that, not a must pull by any means, but another really good Uma if you like those ones that gamble, because the gambling ones, man, when they win that gamble, they do explode. We've seen that with the Cancer Cup. But yeah, that'll be pretty much it. And if you like my content, if you like, comment, and subscribe, it really helps. And thanks for watching.